Hi, I'm Big Ron, and as there's only 11 left in the house, I thought it'd be interesting to put them into a football team order. They always say you have to be a bit off the wall to play in goal. You got to be a bit, even eccentric is a phrase that's often used about goalkeepers, and nobody fits the bill better than Lauren for that. She'd be perfect in there, and tall enough as well to come for crossing. Centre of my defence, I'd have Bruce and Carol. Bruce, because he'd be a solid citizen, he'd head things, he'd kick things, he'd fight every last inch of the way. Carol, because she's so gobby, she could bark instructions all over the field to virtually everybody. In fact, if there's a big crowd, they'd still hear her above the crowd. Left back Dustin, bit unknown, an American, so I don't know, whether his version of soccer would be sufficient, but he's a game boy, he'd have a go. Sophie, an elegant, long-striding fullback who can be a bit nasty, so she'd be prepared to put her foot in now and again. Midfield, Louis. I could just imagine Louis just skipping and dancing down the wing, running around defenders. Midfield, I went for what I call two little midfield terriers. Charlotte would bring a bit of that northeastern grit into the team, and Vicky, I know from personal experience, is an absolute terrier. She would give nobody an inch. When I saw her go around that kitchen with the Hoover, it was unbelievable. She's like a dervish. Abs would be on the left-hand side, but he'd have the license to roam, because I think he would be the secret weapon. I can imagine him getting at people from all parts of the field, working tremendously hard. I've seen enough of him to know he's got great ball skill. He would be the lad he'd be my go-to man in the event of a problem.
Don't let him turn, get up him and welly him.
Courtney will play up front. I was going to play two up front, and I could have left Courtney on her own to do that, couldn't I? She could have done it on her own. But I think the only problem she might have is getting offside too often. She might be in her own half, or most of her would be. I'm not too sure about the rest of her. But I think Courtney's, particularly in those heels that she wears, well, I don't think she'd play in football boots. She needs 7 or 8 inch heels. Mario Falcone. It's like somebody you've just bought from Juventus for millions of pounds. He does play football. Very, very slick, very elegant, looks the part. I've only one sort of reservation about him. He played in the charity game the other week, and he thought Robbie Savage was a good player. And I'm a bit frightened to tell Robbie that.
Get in that penalty box a bit more, come on.
I don't think the team spirit would be too good. I could see Carol upsetting most of the team with her barbed tongue. And Lauren could go a bit temperamental and sensitive, and that's the last thing you want for your goalkeeper. So, looking at the team, I'd hang my hat on Bruce. The two midfield players I think would be terrific. Abs on the wing would be different class. And Mario up front, he could provide something, but I think we'd have too many weaklings in the side.